Welcome to another Quantum Conversation. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome to another episode in our Quantum Conversation Summit Series, Energy, Healing, and Well-Being. And today we are talking with a beautiful soul, a beautiful light worker who has been working with 20 dimensions, being assisted by the 5D City of Light, the 5D Lightship City of Light. Charlotte Shanti is here with us, and we're going to learn more about these 20 dimensions and experience a vibration of such. Hi, Charlotte. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome.
Hi, Loren. Thank you for having us here again. We always love to come here on your platform. We feel at home.
We feel at home, and we're actually already starting to feel the 5D Lightship City of Light. And so as we are talking about energy healing, how do you define energy healing, and how does the 5D Lightship City of Light assist us in energy healing?
Should we enter the 5D Lightship City of Light and ask them there and then listen to their answer?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So if you just take a moment to feel the energy that you're sitting in right now, you're sitting in the energy that Loren has created on her platform, a beautiful 5D multidimensional platform. And we all feel comfortable here. But I would like to take you another place in the fifth dimension, into the Lightship. And if you notice, the energies are changing. And we are sort of in a different presence now. We are like in a space, in a room. And for those of you who can feel energies, you will feel a presence. And this is where we meet the light beings in the collaboration in the Lightship. And to start with, they are just welcoming you. They are looking at your energy system. For some of you, this is a special event. It's like your energy system has been waiting for this moment for a very long time to reconnect with light beings and your true self. So some of you may feel very relieved at this point and touched. You are home and you are welcome here. They're now referring to the question that Loren asked a moment before about healing. And the Arcturians are stepping forward. They would like to tell you a little bit about healing. Healing is like an umbrella term. But when we enter the fifth dimension, the healing turns out to be much more than just the umbrella term. It's activations, for instance, an activation of 12 DNA strands. It can be a synchronization where you are, for instance, synchronized with the Arcturian energy. Or it can be a stimulation where your energy system is nudged by, for instance, a Syrian energy to nudge your energy system and stimulate it. And many, many other beautiful ways of working with what we until now have understood as healing. One of the most important ones in this umbrella term is transformation. We are transforming from a 4D understanding of the world into a fifth dimensional understanding of the world. And we get to understand that transformation here is the most important and vital element. Our understanding and our willingness to transform. And obviously, the transformation is you, not everybody else, but yourself. So, this is what they had to offer on the question about healing. And they want to ask you a question. They say, does this make sense? And have you started to notice how healing is expanding and becoming many different things?
Yes, it was very interesting to hear those words and to take them to heart, because our understanding shifts. It's almost as if we are not broken, but there is a resonance that can be raised. There's a vibration that can be raised. So when the Arcturians are here to assist us in raising that frequency, synchronizing our energy with their energy, that is beautiful. Or the Syrians who are matching our energy, we simply must let go of the third dimension to really feel the vibrations of this. So this is where it goes multidimensional. So energy healing is really transcending the 3D mental mind and allowing the energy to heal, not to heal, but to raise in our frequency, in our aura, in our physical form, in our subtle bodies. That's how I understand it now.
Yeah, and healing has been important and is still important because we need to look back at our past in this life and past lifetimes and heal whatever needs to be healed or put together again, because some of the experiences we've had have broken us, as you
Yeah.
said. And we need to be whole again.
So that's the key word, the wholeness. And the
Yeah.
assistance from the 5D Lightship City of Light assists us in becoming whole. It's almost like I see it as our energy no longer leaks out, or there's no tears in the aura. It's almost like we are being in an orb of light that is our frequency, our energy. So that's very cool.
And so this multidimensionality is some of the first things that they taught me when I first met this Lightship in November 2014. They taught me about the 12 chakra system. But then soon after, they started talking about the dimensional system. And a good way of getting to know new things is to go on Google. This is what I did. And I found Barbara Hand Clow and I watched her episodes on the 9 chakras and the book that she wrote on the 9 chakras. It's a very clever book. If you like reading books, I really recommend that. She got all her information from the Pleiadians, and she got the archive from her grandfather, who was a Native American, who had kept all this information from the Pleiadians in his energy system. And so when Barbara was old enough and the time was right, the information was activated and released. And so I read her book. I didn't understand much because it's written very scientifically. She's a very clever woman. So I took this book into the Lightship and I presented it to the beings there and asked them, how can I tell the story about the dimensions? I felt as if it was my life mission, and it truly is, to tell people and teach people about the dimensional system. And so we started with the first dimension, and they sent me in a coding that I could put in a crystal tool. I'm wearing the coding here today of the first dimension. And I spent a month in that energy just to understand what a dimension does to us and how it supports our energy system. And after the first 9 dimensions, they told me that 11 or 12 dimensions were now open. And nobody had written anything about it or told anybody about these 12 dimensions. So I started writing down information and coded crystals to support the teachings. And now, after 10 years, we have all 20 dimensions described in a manual and with posters and with coded crystal tools ready to be taught to everyone who wants to listen. And this is very close to our hearts.
That is so cool. Thank you so much for receiving that information and for sharing it with all of us. So I want to just say that we're going to do a meditation here where you're going to take us into the first dimension that you experienced. And so many of us just want to get out of the first 3 dimensions and go straight to the 5th dimension and beyond. So it's really interesting to hear you be supportive of every dimension. Every dimension matters. And to become familiar and aware of it is pretty important. So we're looking forward to that meditation. And I wanted to have you talk about a deeper way that people can learn this. You did mention that you have a course. So that's beautiful. Can you, before we do the meditation, let's talk about that course a little bit more. Can you explain what it is that you offer in this and what people experience? You take them through each dimension, right? And have a crystal that helps us with our resonant frequency. But tell us more about this course and how people can work with it.
We've done the course in many different ways in the past. And now we're doing it as 20, 30 minutes travels to the dimensions. So we start with the first dimension, 30 minutes, and then we end with the 20th dimension, also with a 30 minutes meditation. So over a few months, you will be able to spend a week in each dimension. And we have a live course after every 4 meditation. After 4 dimensions, we have a live where we have Q&A with the light beings, and you talk about your experiences and you get feedback. So this is a beautiful opportunity for you to really get into each dimension and spend time there. In the first dimension that you are going to try later, we guide you into the energies and frequencies of the first dimension, and you get to go to Gaia's community at the iron core of Earth, and you get to synchronize your blood with the iron core of Earth, which really will make your body strong and healthy. You know, we need ferrum, we need air in our body to be strong. And this is what the first dimension helps us with. And you get to go to the archives. And we are asking questions in the archives for you to learn about your life mission. And so, as you can hear, even though it's only the first dimension, it is one of the most important dimensions because it's the basis of your life here on Earth and your purpose of being here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we work our way through all 20 dimensions, and the other dimensions are just as beautiful as the first one. And it's beautiful travels with the Lemurians, with the Pleiadians, with the Arcturians, with the Syrians, with the Orions, with the Lyrans, with the golden unicorns, with the angels. Everybody is there. And so each meditation is a beautiful journey inside yourself and in the dimensional system. And this will ultimately lead to you becoming multidimensional.
Or realizing our multidimensionality, an awareness of that, because we're already in these dimensions, or we're already part of these dimensions, whether we recognize it or not. Is that safe to say?
Oh,
That
yeah.
already here, we just need to become more aware of them,
Oh, yeah.
right?
And if
Okay.
you look at everybody who teaches on your channel, they draw on different dimensions, and you can clearly see that they are different types of people, they are different types of beings, and they draw their information from different dimensions. And when you learn consciously about the dimensional system, you will know, oh, she's really in contact with the Arcturians. Oh, he's really talking with the Syrians, etc. So we get this awareness on a whole new level. That's what I find fascinating.
So are there different beings at every dimension? Are there guardians of dimensions, or beings who are at the doorway for that dimension? Like, do the Arcturians hang out in one dimension, or how does that work?
Yeah, all beings are in all dimensions, and we are in all dimensions, as you say.
Okay.
But there are also keepers of each dimension. So, for instance, the first dimension, Gaia's society, is the keeper of that dimension. But all other beings are also there. But Gaia society is sort of the presence, the one who is teaching us about the dimensional system and making sure that the first dimension is working correctly.
Okay, so I know that you do a full course on this, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it, but then we're going to leave everyone in a meditation so that they can really feel into the first dimension. But can you go over, I know we don't have time to do all 20, but can you at least reveal for us a little bit more about like the second dimension, the third dimension, and any other
Sure.
dimensions that you think are important?
If I can just share, because when you enter the course, you will get 5 posters and they're printable. So you can
Sure.
print it and put it up on your wall or hand it to your students or, yeah, whatever you like to do. But just to show you this short overview that you're going to get, where you see a photo on the left side of the coded crystal tool that is available from the Lightship, if you like to work that way. And then a very short description and a short meditation. And so in the first dimension, the keeper is Gaia society. In the second dimension, it's the elementals below the surface of Earth. And the crystal tool, as you see, is a multitude of tiny crystals symbolizing all the building blocks that the Earth is made of and our body as well. So we are synchronized on that level in the second dimension. In the third dimension, we have life on the surface of Earth. It's our physical body, because even though we are on ascension, on a spiritual journey, we are getting nowhere if we don't have our physical body. If we want to fulfill our life mission, we will need a physical body to take us from A to B, because many of the spiritual or the life missions involve us doing something on Earth. So we need our physical body, and that gets balanced in the third dimension. In the fourth dimension, we have the polarization that we see all around us in the world today. And it's also the mental and emotional area in our brain. You know, even our brain is divided into two halves. And that's the fourth dimensional way. It's polarized into right or left, good or bad. And this is the state that the Earth is right now. And also us as human beings, that we are very mental, we are very much thinking and overthinking. And by synchronizing with the fourth dimension, we get more a whole brain interpretation of the world. And we start using both the right and the left hemisphere of our brain equally. And when we do that, it is possible for us to easily enter the fifth dimension, where it is oneness, wholeness, love. The Pleiades are looking over that dimension. All the light ships are there to help us. And so the story continues, and I'm going to leave this as a cliffhanger.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, because as we progress then into the dimensions, it seems like, you know, it's more expansive on energies, frequencies, supportive frequencies that take us, that give us skills and abilities. Is that right? Like telepathy or information. It's all information, right? So if we expand into or put our awareness on these other dimensions, then we'll be able to receive more information.
Exactly. Because when you are synchronized, you are also activated. So everything that is lying inside your energy system is beautifully awakened. And then you can consciously tap into that information. So when you synchronize with the first dimension, you can easier access the archives at the center of Earth.
Yes. And so when we hear the phrase, you know what you know within you, we know what we know within us from this multi-dimensional level, from this multi-dimensional perspective. So really, if we are tuning into those 20 dimensions, then we are becoming superhuman. We are becoming that walking library, masters.
Yeah, masters. And actually, this Lightship has created the Golden Age Masterclass. And this is one of the courses in this masterclass. And we want to take away all the mystery. We want to put the information out there. We want people to be conscious. And so this is why I also made a manual. It's a very down-to-earth thing, but we truly believe that some people learn better if they have a manual. So we have written this manual. I've taken all the information from the Lightship and put it in here. And so again, we can
Wow.
go to the first dimension and read a longer text. This has all been transmitted to me by the Lightship.
Wow.
And there are procedures. If you have the crystal tool, you can do this procedure. You will know how to work with it, go even deeper. And there are also some questions, and they're not for you really to answer, but they are leading questions to nudge your energy system. Being a journalist, you know, questions can awaken things in people. If you ask clever questions, then you can get the people that you interview, you can get them to lighten up and be alive, if you understand what I'm meaning. I'm not a journalist, but I'm just guessing here that this is what you do with questions, I guess.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Though,
so when the course ends, you will have this manual with all the information.
wow, okay. Thank you for this. So exploring these 20 dimensions, most people are really just aware of 13 dimensions. And
Okay.
so the other dimensions beyond the 13 dimensions, how are they different? In a nutshell, in just like an overview, because I know the course goes really deep into it, but what can be expected more from 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th?
Yeah. First of all, the simplicity of it,
Okay.
but also the profoundness that ultimately leads you into the nothingness, the space between things, and to the core of things. And some people might call it divine contact. On Ascension, we call it the Universal Federation of Light, that you're ultimately going to meet. And so they are working in the 20th dimension according to the dimensional system that the City of Light is teaching. And then the context, that things that you might expect to be in a certain way, like for instance, angels, it's going to be unfolded to you what angels in reality are and how different they are and how close you are to them actually in reality. And so we are going to bring you in very close contact with phenomena that might seem very far away. And by saying this, everyone can join, because our course is not for those who know. Our course is for those who want to be. And that's totally different. So if you want to explore, if you are curious, you are welcome. And we will tie it all together and make you, yeah, more whole. Not to say that people are not whole as they are, but we will add, we will enhance, we will expand your energy system with the dimensional system.
Really ready to activate the 20 dimensions in our 5D system. So beautiful. Thank you for this. All right. So before we play that meditation, because we're going to leave people in that first dimension where they can continue to ask Gaia any question and receive information. And that's a beautiful gift. Thank you for sharing that with our listeners, because that is an experiential that's part of this course. And so tell us then about the course. So we're kind of telling about the course, and we're going to end with that meditation. But this course will allow people to really, again, explore all of those 20 dimensions. And you've got, so they're 30 minutes each meditation, and we're going to meet for 6 lessons, 6 times to cover all 20. Tell us about the logistics of this course, if you will.
Yeah. There are 6 live sessions. We will start off with a live session where we meet up and we will understand the background of the dimensions. We will meet light beings in the Lightship so that you are comfortable with this way of working. Again, everybody is welcome. So if you feel that, I want to do this, but can I? Yes, you can. If you're not able to be in the live sessions, there will be a replay and everything will be understandable through the energies and frequencies that are going to be included in the recording. And then each, between the live sessions, I'm going to be sending you the meditations that you're going to be working with. So the logistics is that we have a live session and then you work with 4 meditations with 4 different dimensions. And then we meet again, talk about how was it, what was your experience. And you are able to ask the light beings in the Lightship anything you want, that questions that crop up when you work with the dimensional system, and you will get feedback. And then we will continue with the next 4 meditations. So we are only releasing 4 meditations at a time to really keep you interested in the dimensions that we are working with. Because my experience is that if you give people the 20 dimensions, they will go to the 20th dimension straight away.
Yes, that's like I wanted to say, what is the 20th? So, but yeah, but it's a foundational experience. So
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
So, but I promise you that, and as you will experience in a moment, that the first dimension is just as beautiful and expanding as the 20th. So, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we are really excited to explore all of these dimensions. I think most of us watching are aware of 5D, but some of us have even gone into 6D, 7D, and beyond. And regardless of where anyone is or what we've studied, this is going to give us great insight on what we can expect, what we can gain from understanding these dimensions. So it
Yeah.
really is beautiful. And I love how you said it's, as we expand in the dimensions, it's literally going into nothingness. It's going into the space between the material things. It's almost like we're going into the void. We're going into source itself,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So slow down, take our time,
Yeah.
understand. It's almost like building blocks.
Yeah.
And so being able to understand the first dimension thoroughly is really, I can see why it's so important, because it's where we're based. It's us. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're excited for this. And so those 6 sessions with you, again, they're going to be recorded if people cannot join live. And those recordings can be listened to several times, because as we absorb the information and come back and learn, listen again, more information will be gained just by re-listening to it again, because we're going to be more open to it, regardless of what dimension, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for each time you listen to a meditation, as you say, you go even deeper. So layers are being unfolded and you go even deeper all the time. So basically, it's up to you how far you want to go. And I get people telling me that they participated in my course 3 or 4 years ago. They are still doing the meditations regularly just to keep it up and to receive those new layers and information. And
Wow.
so it's never ending. Yeah.
Never ending. It's never ending. Okay. Really very, very special. Thank you so much for this. So we're going to play that meditation in just a moment. But Charlotte, I wanted to give you a moment for any final thoughts for this course and ways that people can work with it, how they might expect things to change in their life.
I'm just feeling into this because the Orions are stepping forward now. They have something they want to share with people about the course. They are showing me light and darkness, and the Orions are experts in working with the light and the darkness at the same time. And they are explaining that one of the main reasons we are doing this course and why it's so important is that they want us to love all energies and frequencies, no matter whether we label them dark energies or light energies. They want us to embrace all energies and frequencies, because in that way we can embrace everything that happens on earth. We can embrace other people in new ways, not be judgmental, but be loving and open. And so they are saying that this melting of light and darkness and your understanding with your conscious mind of the dimensional system will make you more comfortable on earth
Mm.
and will give you a possibility of, they are saying, jumping into space and make it much easier for you to connect with whatever is out there for you. So it is a whole experience. Yeah, those were the words. They say, sorry about being so lengthy about it, but it was important, they say, to, yeah, say all the words. So they look forward to meeting you and working with you.
Thank you so much for this. We are really excited. We're excited for your course. And as we are asked by the Orions to love all energies and frequencies, that feels so good, because so many times if there's anger or frustration, jealousy, things like this, these lower, darker energies, we could call them, we tend not to pay much attention, like we're not supposed to have them. But embracing them actually brings us into that wholeness, the healing. And this is our topic of energy healing. So we love all energies and frequencies. That feels so good. Thank you for that. All right. I want to direct our viewers to scroll down on this webpage to learn about this course on the 20 dimensions and join Charlotte and the beautiful beings of light on the 5D Lightship City of Light, who are there to support all of us in this journey. So that is available. And as you've heard, you get the workbook, a manual, you get the chart, the poster of those tips, and then the courses as well. It's so exquisite. And should anyone need assistance, we want to make this easy for everyone to participate. So if you need assistance, there's a 2 payment plan in the shopping cart. So just purchase that and you can be set up with those 2 payments if that makes it easier for you. It's an investment in your soul, and we're so excited for this. Thank you for that, Charlotte. So we're leaving everyone now with this beautiful meditation. And so, do you have any advice on what people can do? And then after the meditation, what to do?
Yeah, so if you have a favorite spot to sit, or if you like to lie down, please do so. And just let the music play and just listen to my voice and the words and just let go. There is no correct way of doing this meditation. This is going to be your personal journey to the first dimension. Just let yourself be swept away. And if you think that you didn't get all the information the first time, please listen to it again, and you will be sure to get more information, because your energy system will open up to the first dimension um, after some time. And after the meditation, make sure to drink water, because you're going to be synchronized in your blood. And by doing so, there might be some detox. This could also be felt maybe on the emotional level, maybe some sadness, maybe some joy even can give detox. This is natural. So you may be more thirsty, you may need more air, fresh air. But apart from that, just enjoy, and thank you for listening to it. And give us some feedback if you'd like to write to us, Lauren or me. We would love to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte Shanti, for this beautiful meditation. And thank you, everyone, for listening. And we hope you enjoy. Namaste.
Namaste. And thank you for inviting us here. Bye. We are now switching on the crystal tool for the first dimension, the iron core of Earth and Gaia's society. Take a few deep breaths and prepare yourself to travel to the core of your being. Before Earth was inhabited many years ago, a plan was made for the dimensional system. It was to be a system that supported the many beings that were to inhabit the Earth. The very first dimension was situated in the center of Earth, which has an iron core. Around the iron core, there is an atmosphere of air. A multitude of beings from many places volunteered to move to the center of Earth to form a community. Humans on Earth have known Gaia since time immemorial. They called her Mother Gaia. 5D Lightship, City of Light, now tells us that Gaia is the name of the society and the etheric collaboration between the many beings living in the iron core of Earth. In the beginning of time, all 20 dimensions were open, and beings were multidimensional by nature. After the times of great societies like Atlantis and Lemuria, only 2 dimensions have been open, namely the 3rd dimension and the 4th dimension. With the appearance of 5D Lightship, City of Light, we can access the full 20 dimensions again. The first dimension is closely connected to the iron and the air in our blood. It resembles the iron core and the air around the iron core in the center of Earth. It is scientifically proven that the Earth has a large iron core. In this way, our physical body is deeply connected to Earth, and we are deeply grounded through the first dimension. Iron is essential in making hemoglobin, a protein in red blood cells. These red blood cells help carry oxygen throughout the body. It is highly beneficial for our physical body to connect with the first dimension and pulsate at the same 40 Hz as the iron core in the center of Earth. We are vitalized and strengthened, and the oxygen we need in our body is refreshed. This eventually means that our aging process is slowed down. We are actually rejuvenated when we connect with the first dimension and Gaia society. The archives for Earth lie inside the iron core. Synchronization with the first dimension gives us a greater understanding of what our life purpose is. We can access the archives by going deep into our iron core. Here we can ask for information about our life mission and also obtain information for other people when our energy system grants us access. For now, just take a few breaths. We are now inside 5D Lightship City of Light, And we are preparing your energy system to travel to the first dimension. A group of light beings are here with us. They are traveling together with us. Around us, a golden egg is forming. This is going to be our vessel of transportation. We are inside this golden egg. The air is pink and very light and very nourishing. We are here together with light beings. Our vessel is starting to descend. It is moving downwards. It is slowly moving through Earth. Down, down, down it goes. You are very safe inside this golden egg with the pink, nourishing air. Just breathe in and enjoy the company you are in. We are still going down, down, and down. The wall of the golden egg changes so that we can now see through our vessel. We are entering air. A beautiful sky is all around us. There are beautiful clouds. In these clouds, a multitude of beings live. We know cherubs, unicorns, dragons. They are all friendly and they are all thrilled to see you. They are flying around our vessel, greeting us. This area is the same as the oxygen in your blood. So these beings are also inside your body. They explain that they communicate through oxygen in our body. So oxygen in our body has to be very fresh all the time, and we need it in all parts of our body. So they say we need to keep fit. We need to take care of our physical body. We need to love our body. They love us. Feel the love that they are sending to you right now. beings are escorting us to the surface of the iron core. As we come closer to the iron core, the surface changes. We can now enter the iron core and go deep within. You are still very safe together with the light beings in our vessel. Around us, we can now see a green landscape with beautiful flora and all kinds of beings floating around in the air and moving about on the ground. They are so happy to see you. They invite you to come visit them in their welcome center. They are pointing in the direction of the visiting center for Gaia Society. Our vessel is approaching the visiting center. There is a platform full of beautiful wild flowers where we can land. We have touched down, and the vessel around us disappears. We can breathe this beautiful air. We can be here and be nourished by the beautiful first dimensional energies. There are mountains in the background. There are rivers floating. There's also an ocean. There is a forest. There are all the beautiful things that we also know from the surface of Earth. Only thing is that the energy here is first dimensional, and it is nourishing for the iron core in your blood and the oxygen in your blood. We are surrounded by all kinds of beings who are curious to see who we are. It is not often they get visitors. But now that we have the lightships around Earth, we are able to travel to this place like we've never done before. They want to show you their society. They want to show you Gaia. So before us, we see a bridge, a rainbow bridge. We cross the bridge and enter a beautiful area. They say this is sacred space. Only because we arrived with the 5D Lightship City of Light are we able to enter this sacred space. There are temple-like buildings around us, pyramids, caves, crystals, These are the archives. We have just gained special access to the sacred archives. Before us is a female figure. We recognize her as Mother Gaia. She tells us that she has been the front figure for Gaia since the beginning of time. But now she wants to tell you that Gaia is not her. It is the society that is inside the iron core of Earth. This is a revelation. She now invites you to visit anything you like in these archives. If you are unsure where to go, just lift one of your feet and the air underneath it will guide you in the right direction. You are standing on your earth chakra, and like a magnet, it takes you in the right direction. Just let it lead you to the right place in these archives. You are now in the place in the archives where you are supposed to be. Open up your energy system and receive the information that is yours and that you are now ready to work with. It may come in all kinds of forms. They are transferred to your energy system by light codes. Lean back and receive. A special being is now appearing before you. It is coming from the place where you originate from. It has important information to you regarding your life mission on Earth. Please accept the information. One of the things that the being tells you is to be happy that you are here on Earth. Appreciate your life on Earth. It tells you how all humans and all living beings on Earth need you and need your energy system. Be yourself, it says. While these words sink into your energy system, you are now slowly moving through the air towards our vessel. There is now a strong connection between you and the iron core of Earth. You are now again inside our vessel. The air is pink and nourishing. We are all here and we are ready to ascend to the surface of Earth. We are going up through the iron core of Earth, into the airy area. Take a few deep breaths while we are passing this airy area. The surface of our vessel now again takes on a golden shell. We are going up, up. Your energy system is deeply relaxed. Your physical body is nourished. You are ready to enter your daily existence in a minute. We are now on the surface of Earth. We're moving into the 5th dimension, into 5D Lightship City of Light. The vessel around us is disappearing, and we are now standing here together in the Lightship. Feel your body. Breathe. And slowly come back to your daily existence.
Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.